Middle of October means one thing to our hungry hound, pumpkins.
He loves them because they can be used in sweet as well as savory dishes. And he's also found a local restaurant that uses the humble squash in a couple of very interesting ways. And Steve joins us now with more details about it. Hi, Steve.
Yep.
Hey, Linda and Sylvia, yes, I hope you're enjoying. Now, don't overlook the pumpkin, everybody. Even though most people just take to it with a marker and some knives, carving out a face this time of year, local chefs have found that when they offer it on their menus, it resonates with diners. We visited a chef on the Northwest side who was just mad about pumpkins this time of year. Who says pumpkins have to be limited to pie? At Sola, a contemporary American restaurant with strong West Coast accents, chef and owner Carol Wallach puts the humble squash to good use in October.
It's not something that people will scream and beg and clamor for, but if you have it on your menu, it's guaranteed it'll sell.
Wallach suggests starting off a meal with a pumpkin martini containing Stoli vanilla and a homemade pumpkin syrup. Along with some cream, the concoction is shaken well, accented with some fresh nutmeg and cinnamon. She also toasts and grinds pumpkin seeds, creating a flour of sorts to dredge her fish fillets through. In this case, mahi-mahi is pan-seared and oven-roasted. Cubes of roasted pumpkin and kabocha squash are sautéed with chanterelle mushrooms, which will eventually form a base for the crusted fish. Meanwhile, smoked duck breast is carefully plated, then drizzled with blueberry honey, while an autumn salad of roasted pumpkin and mizuna greens is carefully formed with a ring mold.
Most often people will just cut it roasted in large pieces in the oven, and then you scoop it out and make a puree out of it. Then it becomes simpler to make a pie.
But there's no pie here. Check out the pumpkin upside-down cake with walnuts and cranberries, served over a rum and allspice sabayon and topped with a Greek-style yogurt.
I think there's so much you can do with pumpkin, and it's a shame that most people just make pie.
And the Four Seasons Hotel. They are in the midst of a pumpkin festival right now, offering pumpkin in various forms on their regular menu. The month-long celebration culminates with a huge pumpkin-themed brunch on the 28th. If kids come in costume, they eat free. Now, Sola is located at 3868 North Lincoln. They're at 773-327-3868. More information about them and the Four Seasons Pumpkin Festival on our website, abc7chicago.com, or just call the info line 312-750-7096. And I brought you both a sweet and a savory version of pumpkin, which I think is just great. So here in the savory version, the first one here, the mahi-mahi with the kabocha squash. And again, this is crusted in pumpkin seeds.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's good.
It's really
And
good,
that's
isn't it?
butternut squash, huh? We love.
No,
right?
no, kabocha squash.
Oh, kabocha.
Squash.
I don't
Very
even know
much
what
like
that is.
pumpkin, but it's a different type of squash.
Okay.
And then over here, this pumpkin upside down with cranberries and walnuts and this sort of Greek yogurt on top. It's so delicious. She does a great job.
good.
And then, of course, she has the pumpkin martinis there also at Sola.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I know.
Very interesting.
Rock on. I just,
We have to work already.
it's hard.
Yeah.
The crew finished it. I'm sorry. What can I say? I thought you'd enjoy these
Very
better.
fun, delicious. Thanks.
Right, okay.
Coming up after a break, a way to get the latest designer purses without paying the big bucks. That website